What up? This is Law Maitreya with the Super Longevity. Today's episode is called "Put These on Your Shelf." I got a couple of dope books that I think y'all are gonna like to expand your worldview, and maybe challenge some of your beliefs that you hold dear, that you be, bear hugging. The first one is called "Holy Lockdown." This is one of my favorites by Jeremiah Camera. Holy Lockdown. Does the church limit black progress? Does the church limit black progress? Just ask yourself that. Let me just read the back for y'all. Why are there many churches yet major problems in black communities? Why are blacks amongst the most Jesus-praying people in the world, yet the most fragmented and economically dependent? Is there a correlation between high praise and low productivity? Holy Lockdown takes a critical look at the collective impact the black church has made on the black psyche, and explores the possibility of the church as being a contributing factor to the many social problems facing blacks. Jeremiah Camera effectively illustrates how the Shermic rhetoric within the church represses unlimited potential. He maintains that black preachers are routinely delivering sermons that keep the black collective in a state of powerlessness. Holy Lockdown. Does the church limit black progress? This is a classic. Look at the lady behind bars, the big hat. You know what I'm saying? Holy Lockdown. Go get that. You can get that at Amazon. It ain't that expensive. Put that on your shelf. Let me see here. The next one, I got my kale juice. You know what I'm saying? Kale blueberry. The history of ideas about the prolongation of life. This is like the history. The history of the idea of trying to live forever or live longer lives. The history of ideas about prolongation of life. I bought this online a few years ago. It's by what's this guy named? Gerald Groman. Places in historical context, new scientific findings that relate to the complex biology of aging, longevity, as well as to recent advances in the care of older people. Dr. Grumman's book examines the quest for longevity and immortality up until the year 1800. He presents multicultural perspectives and attitudes as depicted in Islamic Chinese societies as well as Western civilization. This scholarly work contributes to our understanding of the origins of medicine, personal hygiene, public health, as well as the underlying psychological and social determinants of longevity and humanity's longing for its attainment. Yeah, it's interesting, man. The history of the ideas of the prolongation of life by Gerald J. Grumman. Classes in longevity and aging. It's like a textbook. I can't see that. It's yellow. Got a little thrown off there. Got a lot of ginger in that. This is another classic. This is like a vintage book right here, yo. Look how it still looks in good condition. This was put out in like the 70s. This is called Alan Harrington, The Immortalist. Great book. Let me just read you the first line. The first line caught me. Death is an imposition on the human race and should no longer be acceptable. Woo. The Immortalist rejects the belief system that accept and educate people for an inevitable death. It proposes that the time has come for man to get rid of the imitating gods in his own head, to grow up out of his cosmic inferiority complex, to bring his disguised desire for eternal life into open and go after what he wants. the only state he will settle for. Wow. The Immortalist by Alan Harrington. Try to find this book. I don't know. This is like classic vintage stuff it's out of print. The Immortal Cell by the great Dr. Michael West. One scientist's quest to solve the mystery of aging. Yeah, this is about therapeutic cloning. Let me read the back to you. It has been estimated that 3,000 people die every day for lack of transplantable tissue. Moreover, transportation of tissue from one person to another does not solve one basic problem. The human body rejects tissue that is not its own. Essentially, doctors are forced to trick the body by finding an available organ that is close match to our tissue type, and then using a battery of drugs to synthesize your immune system so that it fails to notice that the transplanted tissue is not you. The use of therapeutic cloning in medicine will mean that we can make any kind of tissue identical to the patient's heart cells for a failing heart, liver cells for a patient with psoriasis, pancreatic cells for diabetes, blood cells for cancer patients, and so on. Needless to say that this was a wonderful concept, but then this line of reasoning, logical enough, joined with another. What if an old cell were returned to the embryonic state, that is transferred to an egg cell by cloning? Perhaps this would be repair the damage of age, making the old cell truly young again. If it reverse aging, this was a monstrous big idea. They said about the book. Yeah, I agree with them. I like what Dr. West said, and he's definitely a visionary, because I read what he said in the timeshare book in the forward. It was amazing. It was amazing, what he said. I really the guy got vision. Definitely got vision. Dr. Michael West, the Immortalist. Go cop that, man. The Immortal Cell. Go cop that. Go get it. Put that on your shelf. All right. Last but not least, something a little different. Two stars for peace by Martine Rothblatt. The case of using U.S. statehood to achieve lasting peace in the Middle East. Considering she makes she puts the case up that maybe Israel and Palestine should just become part of the U.S., and maybe that will solve the problem of the beef that they both have. When she was forming her company, United Therapeutics, she worked with a guy from Palestine, and this is what I guess gave her the idea about Palestine and Israel becoming a part of the U.S. so that the beef can be squashed between the two. I thought it was a creative idea. I actually like the idea. I think it's real creative. It's a bold idea, and that's what we need to move forward. We need bold ideas. One that's going to push the envelope. One that's a little scary. One that's different that we haven't tried yet. I think we should try it. I think it's a real bold. Today is very, very bold. Go get that. 2 stars for peace by Martine Rothblatt. Entering whole countries into statehood. That's yeah, that's something else. That's a major move for. That's a if the United States could pull that off, whoo, that would be something. That would be something. Let me go back. The holy lockdown. Does a church limit black progress? This picture is crazy, y'all. I'm laughing because this reminds me of somebody else. I just don't get it. We gotta grow up. The history of Ideas About the Prolongation of Life by Gerald J. Grumman. Go get that. It's an interesting book. The Immortal Cell by the great Dr. Michael West. The acrylic cloning. Reversing the Age of a Cell. Dope. Alan Harrington, the Immortalist. It's dope. Yeah. And 2 stars for peace. Case for using U.S. statehood to achieve lasting peace in the Middle East. Yeah. All right. Press that like button, comment, hit the notification button, share this video. It helps the channel to grow. This is Lord Matrey with the Super Longevity Institute. Single, I salute. One love.